During the America Speaks event this past weekend, we heard from a number of people who said Medicare and other social programs should be increased and that increasing taxes on the wealthy is the way to balance the federal budget. But not everyone agrees. Local conservative activist Jim Mullally is here with a different point of view. Thanks for going on camera with us.
You're quite welcome.
So thousands across the country during this America Speaks event said that they think we should be taxed more. What do you think?
Well, I don't agree with them. I know that a lot of people can come together about a lot of things, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are exactly right in what they're saying. Personally, I believe that the way to get out of an economy slump is not through taxes.
Okay. Now, I know we had an earlier segment about the America Speaks event, and liberal talk show host Barry Gordon says it's a values thing, that those with more money should be able to contribute more. Is that something that you agree with? Is he wrong?
Well, I agree that people who have things should be contributing, but I think that steps across the line because that is particularly in the purview of the private sector. If I want to give my money away, I think that I have a right to do that. But if I want to tell you that you should give your money away, I don't think that I have a right to do that. So we step across a little bit of a line there. And when government, even though they have the rights to make those laws that enable them to be able to take that money away from the rich, I still don't think that it's right.
Okay. Now, what do you suggest for the budget? How do you think what's the best way to help balance the budget?
Well, the way that we balance any kind of a budget, whether it's a family budget or a large budget, it has to be considered with what is appropriate. I know that there are principles that say that government should do what we are not able to do, and other things they should stay out of. So you draw the line there, and if there are things that the government should be doing that we are not able to do, like defense and things that are of a large consequence, I think that's great. I have no problem with that whatsoever. But when they get down and they try to manage things like car companies or health care or any of those things, banks, then I disagree.
Well, now, obviously, we can all agree that these are tough economic times right now.
Yes.
And, for a lot of people who say that we need to cut spending on programs, it's a lot of times the poorest who are, probably losing jobs, losing benefits, who are hurt. Do you think that these programs should be cut?
Well, there's a philosophical difference to start with there. And my position is that people are supposed to be taken care of. The welfare has always been the purvey of the church. The people of faith, the people who understand that there are needy out there, have always taken care of them. As government has taken over that branch, so to speak, and these are the programs that you're talking about that are government funded, then what happens is people say, well, I guess it's being taken care of. So there's a general philosophy break there that people say, oh yeah, I believe they should be taken care of, I just don't want to do it.
But so if you're poor and don't belong to a religious organization, then you are left out without any choices?
Well, the churches don't just take care of people that are within their pews, so to speak. They reach out and so on. They have not been as available as they have in the past in the history of this country, but that's where we're moving, is we need to be cognizant of one another. There have been who have saying that you do a gradual cutback, but basically we cannot manage something that we can't afford.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I know this is a big conversation.
It is.
But we appreciate you coming on and giving a different point of view.
My pleasure.